This is a swing hitch, continuing in our list of specialty knots for which other things might do, but the situation calls for something very particular. The swing hitch is for when you are tying up something that is going to be swinging back and forth like a pendulum, like a swing. And you don't want to use something like a constrictor hitch or like a clove hitch or any of those kinds of things, because if it's swaying back and forth, particularly this way, the way that stresses the branch, we're assuming this is a branch, is going to start sawing through that, and the friction is going to get to it. This is a way of leaving all of that kind of motion at a stop and just letting it only pivot at that one point for the most part. Alright, for starters, this is going to behave opposite of how we normally tie hitches so far on this channel. You're going to go around the back first. You can do it over the front. I'm just tying it this way because this is the way that I learned to tie it. And you're going to form an X here, and you're going to go back underneath your working end. Okay, that X is going to be really important very shortly. Now, rather than going straight up right here, we're going to go around back again, and then this is here's the switch there, and then underneath that X going up. I'm going to go through on that side there, and then I'm going to go through there to make sure that it goes underneath both of these lines for the X. Start in this middle, come out that middle. Very good. Okay, now this guy right here is going to form our pivot point, and is more or less going to stay there, provided that the rest of this is all adequately tightened. It's just going to pivot there, and it doesn't actually tighten and choke up any further on my fingers after it's tightened initially, and all of the pivoting is done right there at that joint. Very good. Okay. There's what it looks like on the back, and now let's see if I can tie this backwards. I can probably tie this backwards. Okay, there we make our cross, across the top. Now, right there, and there's our X on the other side. We need to go up both sides of that. There we are. Get that all tightened up, and it doesn't go any further than that. Very good. Okay, this as far as anchoring goes, this is also pretty sturdy, isn't it? It has 3 wraps right there, so it will take a decent amount of weight pretty well. There we are. For a quick release version of this knot, I believe from the top of my head it's called a Tumble Hitch. It's related to the Highwayman's Hitch, only it is a lot better in that you can use it to tug quite a bit harder without it failing. For a link to whatever that knot is, actually, you can either find it right here, or you can find it down in the comments, depending on how long this annotation system lasts. The word is that they're going to try and phase it out in favor of cards, and I've seen how cards work, and I don't like it. They should just use annotations wherever possible. That would be better for everybody. Something about mobile support, whatever. Anyway, give me a thumbs up, a like if this is a video that you did like, if you found this to be useful. You can also give me a subscription to share in future videos of mine, and share my video around to people who have need of this kind of thing. Would be very useful to me. It would help the user base grow. It would help these videos and to become more popular. I'd like to say that it's good for everybody. I think that actually discussing the pros and cons of using one knot over another is a valuable service that is sorely lacking in a lot of these instructionals, and tying knots in different ways is another thing that people tend to leave out. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I should not depart the video without showing you how to do this thing in particular. Yep. I tried filming this once already, and it messed up because I was searching for words, and it was kind of awkward to listen to. Yeah. Okay, so this is, I'm going to hold the two ends there, a knot that once slipped off, you can just pull straight if you've tied it correctly. That's another way to check your work. Okay, and with that, my parting word to you, thank you very much for watching.